versus Manon Fiorot. Um, mm, this is another tricky one. Valentina Shevchenko, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I would tell you Valentina is definitely going to win this one. There's no doubt in my mind that Valentina Shevchenko is going to win this one, right? Obviously, Valentina is number two in the GOAT list, in my opinion. It's obviously Amanda Nunes number one, and then followed by Valentina Shevchenko. That's my opinion, right? Number three would be Chris Cyborg. So, if you asked me 3 years ago who's winning the fight between Manon Fiorot, even if they had the same level of skill, everything that happened right now happened, I would still pick Valentina Shevchenko. My problem is Valentina is getting older, right? And and it showed in a fight with Alexa Grasso, right? She looked slower. It's like the fight between what do you call him, Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. It didn't look like the old Alexander Volkanovski. He looked very slow, but he got the job done. That's what was important. And I actually picked Alexander Volkanovski to actually get the job done. But the point I'm trying to make is that you slow down as you grow older. And unfortunately, I saw that in Valentina Shevchenko. My issue here is that I can't logically and honestly pick, um, what do you call her? I can't honestly and logically pick Manon Fiorot, mainly because I genuinely feel like Valentina Shevchenko is the better fighter, right? On the feet, I think Valentina Shevchenko is exceptionally talented, and match she can match Manon Fiorot if the fight stays standing. But I've noted that Valentina Shevchenko is exceedingly smart in that if she feels like, okay, this fight is really competitive on the feet, then she's going to take the fight to the ground. And Valentina Shevchenko is so skilled that she's good enough to either match you on the feet, and if you are good on the feet, the possibility is there's going to be a hole as far as skill wise on the ground. And I think Valentina Shevchenko is going to be able to exploit that. I love the maturity and the growth of Valentina Shevchenko because she I hope she realizes that she's becoming a little bit slower as far as the striking exchanges go. It's similar to what do you call him, Alexander Volkanovski. Alexander Volkanovski realizes that he's getting older and he's starting to implement the wrestling into his fight because that's one of the easiest ways, not the easiest, but that's one of the best ways to continue to perform at a high level when you mix in the wrestling. Bomboclat, I was gonna bet on this fight. Um, those typology odds threw me off. Like, why is she the favorite on the, but an underdog on all sports books? I think I think the typology is wrong. That maybe the people who are compiling their odds, maybe they might have made a mistake. But in any case, it's fine. I want to break down this particular fight because there's a bit of work that I need to do. So basically, I think. Oh, back to what I was saying. I think wrestling is one of the few ways that you can have extended success in MMA, right? Look at the people who had long careers when they were older. Glover Teixeira implemented a lot of wrestling into what he in his what do you call it, in his arsenal, in how he fought, right? Daniel Cormier implemented wrestling in his fighting. Even Bilal Muhammad most recently. Bilal Muhammad is like 36 years old, probably turning 37 or something like that. And Bilal Muhammad is the champion currently. And what does he do? He wrestles. So Zhang Wei Li is also getting a little bit older, but she's starting to implement wrestling. So in my opinion, in order to have success as an older fighter, you need to implement wrestling into your arsenal, which I feel like Valentina Shevchenko is doing exceptionally well. I generally feel like on the feet, Valentina Shevchenko might be slower, but I think she'll be good enough to create openings as far as grappling exchanges go. And that's the nice thing about being someone like Valentina Shevchenko. Because even if Manon Fiorot might be better on the feet, she's not going to be better on the ground. And Manon Fiorot might have good takedown defense, and I give her credit to that. But I still feel like Valentina Shevchenko's striking, even if she has slowed down, is going to open up ways for her to actually take the fight to the ground. So because of that, even though I'm a little bit worried because Valentina Shevchenko looked a little bit slower in her previous fight with Alexa Grasso, I was honestly a little bit worried in that. Not just a little bit worried, and not was. I'm actually a little bit worried because of the fact that Valentina Shevchenko is a little bit slower. Obviously, it's because of the age, so that worries me. But I'm still picking Valentina Shevchenko to actually get this one done. Um, I don't know, via decision. My subscribers are Valentina Shevchenko. Not a massively confident pick. Manon Fiorot also has a shot at winning, but she's very one-dimensional. I feel like Erin Blanchfield, had she implemented wrestling properly, because it doesn't feel like she worked on her wrestling in her camp. Like, I think Erin Blanchfield would have actually won that fight, but she decided to become a striker when fighting another striker, when her forte or what she's good at is grappling, and she actually ended up losing. So I think Valentina Shevchenko is a little bit smarter than that. She's going to implement the wrestling and obviously exchange with her a little bit, maybe for the first minutes of the round, exchange with her, and whenever Manon Fiorot becomes a little bit aggressive, whenever she tries to get into range, I think that's when Valentina Shevchenko is going to shoot. She's going to goad her into coming into range, maybe make her think she's going to strike with her a little bit. And then once Manon Fiorot comes into range, I think that's when she's going to be shooting. And it's kind of difficult to defend those kind of takedowns because of how good Valentina Shevchenko is, it's going to limit Manon Fiorot's kicking abilities, because I'm confident that if Manon Fiorot uses her kicks, Valentina Shevchenko is going to catch them and use them to take her down. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how good Manon Fiorot is as far as getting up, because I do believe that the fight will get to the ground. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how good Manon Fiorot is at getting back up, because I think the fight will play out on the ground. I think Valentina Shevchenko is going to potentially, okay, let me not even say finish, because this is going to be a very close fight. So yeah, I'm going with Valentina Shevchenko. My subscribers are also going with Valentina Shevchenko. Manon Fiorot is a talented fighter, but I think she's too one-dimensional. And when you consider how good Valentina Shevchenko is as far as striking, even though she has slowed down, she's still good enough technically. And even I don't expect her to try and strike with Manon Fiorot unless if Valentina Shevchenko feels or sees that she has the advantage. That's one of the nice things, and that's one of the advantages of picking Valentina Shevchenko, is her fight IQ. Valentina Shevchenko is so smart that she's going to go where she feels like she has a better shot at winning. So I know she's going to try to strike with her a little bit. And if she feels like, okay, I'm losing this, she's going to take the fight to the ground. Similar to what she did when she was fighting Alexa Grasso. When she felt like, okay, the striking exchanges, even if she wasn't losing that horribly, the mere fact that she recognized that, okay, there might be a problem here, it might be a close decision, and I don't want that, especially because where they were fighting, it's Mexico and everything like that. So she didn't want a close decision, so she took the fight to the ground in order to definitively win that particular fight. So I trust the fight IQ, I trust the striking abilities. Even though she's going to be slower, I think it's going to still be good enough to create openings for grappling exchanges, which is where I think she's going to win the fight. So yeah, my subscribers and I are picking Valentina Shevchenko. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, go to the live section of the channel. There are other breakdowns that I've made. I'm going to break down the last fight for today: Jose Aldo versus Ayaman Zahabi. Join me there. Deuces.